English for academic purposes, first semester 2021-2022. Academic presentation. Everyone, even you, has gone through difficult times during your life journey. Have you ever asked yourselves, what are the reasons for bad things that happened? Why do we deserve it? Personally, I believe there had to be a reason for what happened to us, and it's all part of a plan. Professor Federico, today I'm here to share with you a spectacular speech by Professor Kate Bowler I watched 2 weeks ago on the TED Talk website. I was instantly caught by this memorable quote, which I do believe in. Everything happens for a reason. Professor Kate is a divinity professor and author who inspires people. During this video, Kate Bowler is re-examining her perspective on the prosperity gospel, the belief that good things happen to good people. This prompted me to analyze her speech from the perspective of public speaking to acquire better understanding of its content and value. As for the topic, it was an audience-centered approach. She directly addressed her audience when she uses the pronoun we and its object us in different stages of the speech. Example, we all want reasons. We want formulas to predict. Her general purpose is to convince the audience that there is a reason for what happened to us using an eloquent style of humor. The specific purpose is to shed light on the importance of surrounding ourselves with encouraging people and to learn to live and to love without reasons that nothing will be lost. Everything happens for a reason is her central idea, and she shared hard-won wisdom about how to make sense of the world after your life is suddenly, completely changed. The speech was rich in supporting materials that were effective in showing her credibility, using a mix of illustrations, descriptions, opinions, and analogies with a touch of humor created the best supporting materials. Extended illustrations which make the audience listen more carefully as they are listening from Kate, who has experienced the problem. Let's hear it from Kate.
I got interested in this very American theology when I was 18 or so, and by 25, I was traveling the country interviewing its celebrities. I spent a decade talking to televangelists with spiritual guarantees for divine money. I interviewed countless megachurch pastors with spectacular hair about how they live their best lives now.
To sharing opinion, expert testimony, so I began to ask theologians, historians, nuns. Quotations, one kind of prosperity gospel that I believe in addition to description and figurative analogy, life is like a boomerang. It's clear that the speech is developed in a well chronological organized way. She used the time organization to start her central idea from a past story where she described her sickness with stage 4 cancer and the support she received from the surrounding people who helped her to define the reasons behind her disease, then sharing the one wisdom about how she made sense of her life after this sudden change using her beliefs in the prosperity gospel. I will leave you with my colleague Ivet to continue analyzing this speech.
Professor Bowles has organized the ideas in her speech and tried to develop ideas in an alignment with the previous ones. She used different signposts to indicate changes, such as verbal and non-verbal transitions. And those non-verbal transitions are most of the time combined with verbal ones. She started her speech with an anecdote about a real-life story that she went through. It serves state the main idea to her audience and captures the audience attention to persuade them, also develop the ideas to be discussed in the body paragraph. In the conclusion, Kate employed illustrations and quotations to shed light and restate the main idea. This type of conclusion is active. She emphasizes the central idea in a memorable way using non-verbal signals, and she concludes by a quote that inspires her audience. She uses many memorable words. I will mention a few of them. Here we have the smile, and she says, "Life is like a boomerang. It was not, like it is now, an entire line of hashtag blessed." Then we have the repetition. "I've experienced love, so much love, love I find hard to explain. Blessed to prosperity gospel. There is some medical news that nobody, absolutely nobody, is prepared to hear. Inversion, aren't I good? Aren't I special somehow?" She invests herself on the composition, metaphors. I was sorry, not reduced to ashes. And then suddenly we had a Zach, a blessed 1-year-old boy / dinosaur. And the antithesis, "I see that the world is jolted by events that are wonderful and terrible, gorgeous and tragic. Life is so beautiful and life is so hard." Her speech delivery was strong, firm, and somehow clear. She had a clear tone of voice. She knows how to smile, and she knows how to control her feelings. She was talking with all her emotions, and she had a great eye contact that escorted her movement on the stage. She engaged facial expressions. She had a good use of hand gestures and body, and her movement supported her verbal expressions. Kate Bowler's speech, delivered in California, November of 2018, she taught us that everything happens as part of a plan. We have to live with our life contradictions and to learn to live and to love, knowing that nothing will ever be lost. Thank you very much.